With Craig Button. It's fun talking deadline needs when so many Canadian teams are in playoff spots right now, or at the very least, they're still in the mix. In the West, Craig, the Jets, Oilers, and Canucks are all currently in, and the Flames are right on the bubble in ninth spot. Let's start with the Jets. Craig, what should Kevin Cheveldayoff be looking to add ahead of the deadline?
Well, I think there's two areas he should be looking at. A second line center and somebody that can play on his bottom pair, specifically on the right side. David Savard comes clearly to mind as that big, heavy defender, won a Stanley Cup, still an effective player, but fits that area perfectly for me. As we go to the second line center, I mean, Scheifele's been phenomenal. Adam Lowry's phenomenal. Nemesnikov has filled in so well. But if they can find Ryan O'Reilly, an opportunity to add Ryan O'Reilly. And keep in mind, Gino, last year, Kevin Cheveldayoff added Sean Monahan, and that was really significant. And I getting somebody that can play in that area, that's got the backing of Lowry, he's got the front end support with Scheifele. That, to me, Ryan O'Reilly with that winning experience would be a really, really good, strong fit. Add a second guy with winning experience into that spot as your third right shot defenseman. I think that would be ideal for the Winnipeg Jets.
What about Edmonton? Connor McDavid and the Oilers fell just one game shy of the Stanley Cup last year. What should they be looking to add to get them over the hump this time around, Craig?
A weighty winger that can give you offense on the second line. And we know Evander Kane, by all measures, is going to come back, which is really good. Alex Tuch. Alex Tuch is the guy that if I am Stan Bowman, that's who I'm looking at. I don't need somebody light. I don't need somebody small. I want somebody that can skate, that can play and give you some offense and can play in those small area battles. And that's Alex Tuch. We know that the Buffalo Sabres are in all kinds of disarray with respect to what do they want to do, what do they not want to do, what do they want to be careful of doing. To me, that's where I'm zeroing in on. I think Alex Tuch would be a great fit on that second line with Draisaitl and Evander Kane returning to form.
All right, for all the drama in Vancouver this year, they're still in a playoff spot and they're in pretty good shape. What's the top priority for Jim Rutherford and Patrick Allvin, Craig?
Well, the top priority is figuring out what exactly Elias Pettersson is. That is their top priority because he's got a full no-move clause kicking in on July 1st. So that's their top priority. But after that, they got to get more speed and with skill in their top group of forwards. They got weight. They got some heavy guys. You know, Jake DeBrusk is good. We know that Brock Besser is a really good goal scorer. They got Lekara Mackey coming. They don't have enough speed. They don't have enough skill in that with the speed in that top area. That, to me, is where he's got a target. I'm not so sure that that's going to be accomplished at the deadline. I think that going forward, if the Vancouver Canucks want to move themselves back into contending position, which is what Jim Rutherford said he needed to do when he was considering trading JT Miller, and he ultimately did. That, to me, is where they're going to have to find a way to strengthen themselves to be a contender. They can make the playoffs. They're not a contender.
All right. The Flames are on the outside looking in right now, but not by much. What's their best course of action between now and March 7th, Craig?
To me, Craig Conroy is 100% indicated what he's going to do and how he's going to go. It's all about the future. Who's going to fit into their future? If you have unrestricted free agents that aren't going to fit, he's going to trade them. He demonstrated that last year. But he also demonstrated by trading Tyler Toffoli for Igor Sharangovich that there's an opportunity to trade for somebody that's going to be part of our group in the future. He just did it by acquiring Morgan Frost and Joel Farabee. So when you watch how Craig Conroy has operated, he's going to make moves. He's not going to linger if there's a player that he feels isn't part of his future or doesn't want to be part of the future. And so to me, everything that Craig Conroy is looking at doing is just going to follow the template that he's put into place. It'll be about the future. If somebody can come in and be part of their group that'll help them today, Farabee and Morgan Frost, and still continue to be part of the future, I think that's where you'll see the Calgary Flames head.
And by the way, FanDuel has the playoff odds out. They believe Winnipeg, Edmonton, and Vancouver are all going to make the postseason, and they've got the Flames right where they are right now on the outside looking in.